Namaste students, welcome to English class. In the last week's video lecture, you learned the lesson Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. This is your fourth lesson in the textbook Honeydew. This lesson was about a man named Bipin Chaudhary who was led to believe that he had lost his memory. Particularly, an incident of him went to Ranchi. But after so many confusions, it was finally revealed that his friend Chunilal had tricked him for giving him a job. Now, for this week's video lecture, we have three chapters, one of which is The Treasure Within. The Treasure Within is a lesson in your supplementary reader book, It So Happened. It So Happened. This lesson is about a real life person named Hafiz Contractor. He is one of India's leading architect. An architect is someone who designs building, roads, bridges, and sports facilities, etc. Now, these are some of the buildings that was designed by Hafiz Contractor. His works are mainly in Mumbai, but he has worked all over India. This is the D.Y. Patil Stadium designed by Hafiz Contractor. And this is the DLF Park which is in Chennai Porur. Now this lesson is given to you in an interview format. The interview was taken by Miss Bella Raja. Hafiz Contractor reveals about his childhood and his life in school. We all know that all the successful men have had childhood life like we do. So what was their childhood life was always is always a fascination for us. Not everyone was born with all the facilities to make someone successful, be it a sports person or a scientist or even businessman. All the well-known person has a personal side that is very unique to them. Now let's learn about Hafiz Contract through this interview and learn what was his childhood life like. Did he live in a fancy house? Did he have a fancy education or was he a very brilliant student? All these questions will be answered in this lesson. The treasure within. Every child is a potential achiever and is different from other children in his or her style of learning and area of interest. So everyone is different from other. So every child is unique and their interests will also differ from one another. Read the interview that follows. It is based on a conversation between Miss Bella Raja, editor of Sparsh, a newsletter from the Resource Center, the Valley School, Bangalore, and Mr. Hafiz Contractor, one of India's leading architects. So as I told you, this is given to you in a interview format. The interview is taken by Miss Bella Raja, editor of Sparsh, and from the Resource Center, the Valley School, Bangalore. So it is basically a school publication. Now let's learn the lesson through this interview. Hafiz Contractor was an unhappy schoolboy. He loved doing things but detested mechanical learning. Mathematics gave him the shivers. What his principal once said to him influenced him deeply. In the opening statement itself, it is revealed that Hafiz Contractor was an unhappy schoolboy. He was not a brilliant student, he was an unhappy schoolboy. He loved doing things but detested mechanical learning. Mechanical learning, in a sense, writing tests and reciting poems. So, all this mechanical learning he never liked. Mathematics gave him the shivers. He never liked mathematics too. His principal once spoke to him, and that influenced him very deeply. Now let's learn the lesson. Let's go into the lesson. I used to have this terrible nightmare. Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seems to have disappeared, says Hafiz contractor. He starts this interview with a statement that he used to have this terrible nightmare. Nightmare is a bad dream that occurs at night. So, only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seems to have disappeared. Now, for the last 4 to 5 years, it is not happening to him, so he does not have this terrible nightmare anymore. Miss Bella Raja, the interviewer, asks him, "What nightmare are you talking about? And why do you think it has disappeared now?" So, what was the nightmare about? The nightmare was that he was writing an exam. I used to have this nightmare. I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a maths exam where I did not know anything. So that was the bad dream he had. He was appearing for a mathematics exam where he did not know anything. Now, the psyche must have gotten over it. I don't have to think about education, and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares. So now, as he is a very renowned architect, he does not he don't have to think about education, and there is no time for him to get nightmares. So he thinks that the psyche must have gotten over it, so he has overcome it, he reveals. So in his exams, in his childhood, he says, "I would copy during the exams. I would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and study it, as I could not remember things that had been taught to me in class." So he would copy in exams. He would copy by get a hold of the examination paper, the question papers that was prepared. He will somehow get the question papers and only study those questions only to get the pass mark. So because he cannot remember all the things that was taught to him in the class. However, when I approached my 11th standard, one sentence spoken to me by my principal changed my life. What was the sentence that was spoken by his principal that had a profound influence on him? Let's see. "Look here, son," said his principal to him. "I have been seeing you from day one. You are a good student, but you never studied. I have taken care of you till today. Now I can no longer take care of you, so you do it yourself. You don't have your father. Your has worked so hard to bring you up and paid all your fees all these years, but you have only played games. Now you should rise to the occasion and study." These were the words spoken by his principal. See, he was observing him from the day one. So he says that you are a good student, but you never studied. You only you were only interested in games. So I have taken care of you till today, but you have to take care of yourself because you are grown now. So this was the word spoken by his principal that had a deep influence in Hafiz contractor. He says, "I used to be a very good sportsman. I had been the senior champion for so many years, and I also was the cricket captain. I used to play every game. See, he was playing so many games, he had no time for studying. But that year I did not step out onto the field." When the principal spoke to him, that year he did not step out onto the field to play. "I would go for prayers, and all I would do was eat and study." He would never play and only do prayer and study at his room. "I normally used to copy and pass, but I realized that once I was in SSC, I could not do that. So copying was not easy when you are writing board exams. So when he was in SSC, he realized that he cannot copy and get passed. So he had to study hard. He was cornered. And when he got a second class, that is 50 percentage of mark in his SSC, his principal told him, "Son, consider yourself as having got a distinction. For you, this is an achievement," he said. So he has worked hard, but he scored only 50 percentage of mark in his SSC. So he says, "This is my memory of my school days." And he says, "I read a book. Why he has some difficulty retaining the message? Because I read a book and I can remember the matter as a photograph, but not through my mind. This is how it works with me," says Hafiz contractor. So he says that he can remember things a photograph, but he cannot remember them in his mind. When the interviewer asked about whether he was felt feeling threatened in the school because he would only play and not study, was he felt feeling threatened while in the school? I never felt anything on being pulled up. So he was never feeling like he was getting, he was threatened. So I used to be so interested in playing, I would receive a caning every week. A caning means getting beaten up by a stick. So I would receive a caning every week. Lift up the hand and they would cane you. Just show the hand and they will beat you. It hurt badly, and then I would have to forget about it because I would want to go and play. So he was so interested in playing. The beating that they gave him, the teachers gave him, did not matter to him. So he would get the beating and go and play and forget all about it. I was just interested in playing and nothing else. I was most interested in funny pranks. One day I did not want to study, so I created a distraction. For one whole hour, we played chore police. I used to be the leader of a gang. We would have gang fights and plan strategies. These things used to interest me more than any academics. So he was just interested in playing games and nothing else. He also would do so many pranks in his school days. One day in his school days, he did not want to study, so he created a distraction, and they was and all the students in his class were playing hide and seek for one whole hour. And he was a gang leader. In a sense, he used to be a leader of a gang. We they would have gang fights. They will be a opposite gang to them, so they would have gang fights and plan strategies on how to beat them. These things used to interest him more than any studies. And he stumbled on architecture because he knew little French and less German. He was offbeat even in the pranks he played on others. When he found his calling, there was no looking back. He stumbled on architecture because he knew little French and less German. What does it mean? He knew little French and less German. Let's see. The interviewer asks, "How did you get into the field of architecture?" He replies, "In the college for architecture, nobody who had got below 80 or 85 percentage was allowed to enter. I had only 50%. I wanted to join the army. I even got my admission letter, but my aunt tore it up." So Hafiz contractor wanted to join the army after his schooling. His auntie did not approve it and she tore the letter. Then he decided to join the police force, but his mother did not approve it and she just told him to do his graduation. She wanted to make him study in a college. And so he went to Jai Hind College in Bombay. This is not an architecture college. This is just an ordinary arts and science college. So he went to Jai Hind College in Bombay. There he was to take either French or German. There was no options left for him because he scored very low marks. He had only two choices. Only he was to take either French or German. So he had studied 7 years in his school days. Though I had studied French for 7 years, I did not know seven words of French. He says that I studied 7 years. I studied the French language for 7 years, but I did not know seven words of it. So it will be a waste of time to spend another 3 years in the same language. So he took German, but his German teacher had died after a short while. So his other two options now will be to he could change the college or he can take French because there is a vacancy in the French department, or else if he does not like it he can change the college and go to somewhere else. But he says, now who would give me admission in another college? I got admission to Jai Hind only by influence. So he had no choice. He took French after his German teacher died. So after taking French, he had to get a coach to learn French. He learned French from his cousin. She was an architect's wife. So he was going to an architect's office to learn French. I all guess this is where the turning point of his life has happened. He was going to learn French from his cousin, where his cousin's husband was an architect. And in the architect's office, happened quite by chance, he says. When Bellaraja asked, was it when you decided to become an architect? He replied, it was all happened quite. In the architect's office, I saw somebody drawing a window detail. A window detail is a very advanced trained architect was doing a design. He intervened. Has no experience in architecture is now criticizing a work of an architect. And the architect had a bet with him. And later he found that indeed his drawing was wrong. The architect's drawing was wrong and Hafiz contractor was right. See, he has no experience in architecture at all. So his instinctive of architecture is what made him a successful one today. My cousin's husband was surprised, says Hafiz contractor. He asked me to draw a few specific things. So after seeing that he has correctly pointed out the wrong in one of the drawings, his cousin's husband made him draw some specific things and he did it immediately. And after that, he asked him to design a house and he designed a house. So he had no practice but he was able to design a house. So how did he do that? He says, I have no idea what a plan is. A plan is a top view of a building or something. So he had no idea what it is, but he has a mental picture of how something would look like when seeing from the top. So from those ideas, he has created those designs for his cousin's husband. So his cousin's husband was surprised and he advised him to drop everything and join architecture. He saw that he had some potential in architecture, so he did not wanted him to waste his potential in doing arts. And when he went to meet the principal of the college, of architecture, the principal warned him. See, I will allow you to take part in the entrance exams, but if you do not do well, I will not allow you to join. So he was given a warning that he should do well in an entrance exam. See, the people below 80 or 85 percentage will not, should not, I mean, cannot enter into the college, but only with 50 percentage he had took part in the entrance exam. And in that entrance exam, he got an A plus, the highest mark one could score in the exam. So he got an A plus in the entrance exam, and from that day onwards, it was a cakewalk. It became very easy for him to finish the course. I had never known what a section was, but I knew if you cut a plan, what it would look like. So it was all innate in him, it was all intrinsic to him that the planning, the designing things were all very easy for him to understand. I stood first class throughout after that. So in his architecture course, he stood first class in all the subjects. He says, I believe that all this understanding came from what I used to play and do during school. So during his school days, what he used to do has an impact on his career also. So what he will do is he had a friend called Beram Devicha. This friend and him used to have competitions between them. They will design forts, guns, and ammunitions. So they would like to be different from each other. So they will come up with new ideas every time they have this competition. So from that experience, he has developed the interest for architecture, but he did not have any idea of becoming an architecture. So from his school days, he had this interest, but only from his cousin's husband, he found a way to become an architect. And the interviewer asked him, coming to the present, how do you decide as to what kind of structure you want to give a client? Now, for this, Hafiz contractor replies, I look at the client's face, his clothes, the way he talks and pronounces, the way he eats, and I would know what his taste would be like. So he will look at his client's face and he will analyze what are their mannerisms and their clothing habits and how they talk and their pronunciation. Everything he will watch and observe their mannerisms, and he will get an idea of what their taste might, what their liking will be. So he will design very spontaneously. I can relate to people in a way that would be comfortable. I sketch very spontaneously on a paper on the spot. So he will look at all these things just at the client, and he will draw something spontaneously on the spot in a paper, and that paper he will give to his assistants at the office, and they will do the planning. So he will do just like instinctively. So the interviewer asks, you do it instinctively? Are you doing all this instinctively? For that, Hafiz contractor replies, call it instinct or call it arithmetic, whatever. Now it comes to me like mathematics, putting design, construction, psychology, and sociology together and making a sketch from all that is mathematics. So he calls it an arithmetic, that is, he takes all the variables and put it into a design. He sees their mannerisms and he studies their psychology, how they talk, how they pronounce or how they eat, and he studies the sociology, what middle class, what class of people they are. So he studies all those together, he puts all those together, and he makes a sketch from that. And that is how Hafiz contractor found his treasure within himself. Here we are. Here we almost come to a full circle where Mr. Contractor has derived his own interpretation of mathematics, taking it from a subject he hated to a subject he now loves dealing with. So he hated mathematics, but he now says that his working style is like doing a mathematics sum. So that is how Hafiz Contractor sees his work. So with that, we have come to the end of this lesson. This lesson revealed about the interest that Hafiz Contractor had in his childhood, like playing and everything, and that interest had helped him develop a career and become the one of the most leading architects in India. Now he has found his hidden treasure, that is his inner potential, and the lesson is appropriately titled as that treasure within. Now with that we have come to the end of this lesson and end of this part of the video lecture.